What it do, Stock Boy D, Finance and Value. Here we've got a Unbounded Earth breakdown and we're just going to jump straight into it. Please like and subscribe. So this is a metaverse on the Cardano blockchain called Unbounded Earth. I'm invested in the project. I've got 8 pieces of land, which you're going to see in a second. I've got 8 pieces of land here. I'm going to just break down this project and see if it may be a good investment or not. It's not investment advice. It's just, we'll see what it is. So when we go to their roadmap, in the Discord here, they're doing quite well, guys, in my opinion. They're here right now, which is further team expansion. So if we look at what they've done, they had a vision in October. Vision October 21. This is what I'm a bit skeptical of. You're telling me that in Q4 of 22, you're going to have an alpha version of the game released. That's not a lot of time, and I don't think that's going to happen. I just don't. I genuinely don't think that's going to happen when these guys say it's going to happen. I think it's going to take a lot longer for them to make a game, because it's only a small team, and if they do make a game, it's going to be crap. There was a game that came out not long ago, Ada Zoo, I think it was. Guys, I tried this game. The game was awful. I don't think it's going to sell any NFTs because the game's crap. It's just a bad game, and that's a lot of problems. That's the problem I feel that we have in blockchain at the minute, is that people are making these games, and the games is crap. But I don't know about this one. We're going to have to see. We'll go through some of the FAQs and everything. And, it does look like a promising project. So, in regards to the project, as you can see, they had 30,000 land parcels and all this stuff is gone. But in regards to the project and the NFTs, it's had a dip. Like, if you look here, I think I got mine for 55 ADA. And you're looking like 48, 49 now was the floor. So, that is something that, if you want to get into this project, you can get into it at pretty cheap, which I'd say is pretty cheap. I think the reason why the price has dropped is because there was another metaverse that just released called Greenland Metaverse. And I think their pieces of land are like 39 ADA or 30 ADA. So I think that pushed the price of this down. But as you can see here, you have an autumn plot, you have a spring plots, you have also winter and summer plots. And holders of all 4 seasons will get airdropped tokens. Okay. So the token, let's see if I can find the token. This is their Twitter. As you can see, guys, they're quite active. They've got almost 5,000 followers. I am one of those followers. They also, you can stake with them as well. I do stake with this project. As you can see here, the stake pool is UESP. So I do stake with this project. I am a big follower of this project, and it is one I do believe in. Now, I'm just trying to find the token, guys. Now, this is something I did want to touch up on first. They did turn around and say, you don't have to be crazy to work here. We will train you. I didn't like what happened with this, because I applied to work for these guys. I even applied to work for these guys for free, because I didn't even want, I'm invested in the project. I just want to help. Genuinely, I want to help and see what I could just learn from them and what I could bring to their metaverse, because I'm trying to practice on Go Pixel, I think it is, and just trying to get better with making assets in the metaverse. So I noticed that a lot of these style of games seem to be a very sandbox sort of pixel style. They didn't even get back to me. That doesn't bode well, because if I look at Cornucopias, I don't know if anyone knows about Cornucopias, but they had an awful mint. And I waited 2 days to mint their bubble jet. Anyway, I emailed Cornucopias, and I emailed them saying, when are you going to mint? When are you going to mint? And they got back to me saying, we're not too sure, but the mint will happen. It was a 1 sentence email, pretty bad, but they at least got back to me. So I respect Cornucopias and that project just for getting back to little old me. I will be investing more in Cornucopias because of that form of customer service. These guys couldn't even bother to respond when I've turned around and said, I'm happy to work for you for free. That to me, guys, especially for someone that's invested in your project and someone that's staking with you as well, I didn't like that. I thought that was pretty bad. But when you look here, look, the communities, guys are building, guys are practicing building for when this game drops. So I'm bullish on the community more than anything. You can see they've got the white paper there. Let's have a quick go for their Twitter. Where is this coin? Right, it's a token called Earth token. Right, and it's pretty. It does look pretty decent, to be fair. This may be it here. I mean, we'll look at this video. I mean, look, this is their map, and we'll go on the map soon. So you can literally just go on their map and see what plots of Earth you want to buy, if there are any. You can buy them from JPEG Store, CNF. Is it CNFT? The other one as well. There's a couple of them. You can have a look. I'm not going to go for everything. Now, this is one of the part of the team. I see her up in the Discord quite a lot. Puddle Guru, she's called. Right, and here we are. This is the token. Right, that is actually what it looks like. So for holding 4 of the seasons, so all 4 seasons, you're gonna get airdropped these tokens. Which I'm happy about. So I've got my land and I'm waiting to get airdrop my tokens, and we'll see where that goes. Now, I'm not really good at building stuff in the metaverse, so it would have been great to hear back from these guys and get involved in the project. But hey ho, that is something I will keep my eye out on. And if anybody has started any work with these guys or anything, if you could comment down in the description, let me know what it's like with them. This is the staking pool. Like I say, I'm staked with them. USEP, you can find it on pool.pm. There's not much really to say about it. You can just stake with them. End of. I'm not going to stay too much onto that. This is the UnboundedEarth map. So you can go on JPEG Store. It's explorer.unbounded.earth. You can go on JPEG Store and see what coordinates the NFT is that you want to purchase, and then come in here and then just see where the land is. I did that when I purchased my land. I came in at the floor, so I bought some way up here, and there's some that is here as well in better places. They have had an estate sale where you could buy these estates. I didn't get into that. People were selling for quite high, and I just wasn't willing to pay the amounts that they was asking for at the time. But we just have to see what happens with the estates. Now, I might do though, because remember in my last video I spoke about the Teddy Troops, and I actually sold my Teddy Troop and made a 10x profit. Like, I bought it for 55 ADA and I sold it for 600. I minted it for 55. So yeah, I was really happy with that. Now, in terms of the team, there doesn't seem to be a lot. Sorry, let me come back to here, the Discord channel. There doesn't seem to be a lot of information on the team. Now, me as an investor, I don't care if you really want to be doxed or not. I'm going to try and find out who I'm giving my money. Simple as that. So I've tried to look at all these guys, and the one thing I do know is that a lot of people, when they use these names, that's the name they go by online. So I couldn't find anything. But when I typed in Chrome Ninja into Google, I found this guy. I think it's the same guy. I don't know, but I think this is Chrome Ninja, in my opinion. Even when I started going through some of these videos, there was one video that said something about CNFTs. And I was like, oh, CNFTs. Now, the other thing that worries me about this page, big if, this is Chrome Ninja, there is no Nothing about Unbounded Earth here whatsoever. Now, I'm a bit skeptical whether it is or not, because when I go on the Discord, it doesn't really look like him. But that's just like a pixel. That could be anybody. That's just a pixelated picture. You know, it could be anybody. That they do look different. You know, when you look at it, they do look different. But when I look at it, he's obviously into a metaverse, just as the other guy's into a metaverse. You know, he's also on the CNFT chain, which is CNFT blockchain, which is when I was looking on one of these videos, he actually said that. I can't remember which one it is now, but it was talking about, oh yeah, I heard it and I paused. I was like, what? That's a bit too much of a coincidence. So I believe this guy is Chrome Ninja. I don't know 100%, so please don't start, upsetting this guy and, why aren't you doxxed or anything, because it might not be him. But, I've got a belief that it may be him, like a strong belief, just because they're both working on CNFTs, the Cardano blockchain. That's too much of a coincidence for me. But with that being said, I don't know, and I would like to hear what UnboundedEarth have to say on that one. Especially because throughout this whole page, there's not one mention of UnboundedEarth. That's a bit of a red flag. If this is Chrome Ninja, and I don't see why it's not. So one thing I did want to go through with you guys as well was the FAQ, right? So we can go through. I'm not going to go through it all. We're going to go through a little bit to see what's going on, right? So as you can see here, how does it benefit them to purchase land? Okay, so as his people. So we plan on rewarding all landholders with a native Earth token drop. They will also get benefits in future drops and also in game. More details still being worked on. So as I was saying, if you hold the 4 seasons, you're going to get dropped this Earth token, which, depending on how well the game does, could be worth a lot, like with Sandbox. What are the tokenomics? We're still waiting to hear about the tokenomics, and they should be released in a few weeks. So when and how the land drop. So we've already had the land drop, yada, yada, yada. Right, the utility of the NFT is to play to earn. So the core utility of the NFT land parcel is that it grants you ownership of digital real estate, which you can do whatever you like within reason. This does enable for play to earn capabilities. Check out the education channel for some good videos on this. Right, so they've even got their own education channel in there as well, in the Discord. What I have noticed is these guys are trying to get the community active, and I do like that. But in the same sense, I tried to get active with them and they didn't even respond. So, but I am bullish on this project, So will early roles benefit in the game? Yes, we definitely want to reward early supporters as much as we can. More details to come. I'm one of the most early supporters of this project. Like, as soon as it dropped, I was on it. Full disclosure. Will there be NFT integration from other projects and blockchains? We definitely hope so. This is something where I'm not very big on this, guys, at the minute. Like, to be able to cross chains, what's the point? Like, if you can cross all these chains, why not just have one chain? I don't understand why, if you're building on Cardano and let's say you can have a cross chain to Ethereum, why would I just not use Cardano and miss out on the Ethereum gas fees? So I'm not really bullish on all this cross chain stuff, because let's be honest, I don't even think the technology has been made yet in order for that to happen. So will the game be free to play? The current plan is the game will be free to register and play, but depends on the assets you own and the land you have, etc. will depend on how much functionality you get in the game. The goal is to at least be able to walk around and experience the metaverse, even if you don't have land to build on. Right, so we got land to build on. We're gonna build ourselves some horse ranches. That's what we're gonna do. Right. So is there a parcel limit, such as 3 estates? Only allows the purchase of 3 additional individual parcels. You are allowed 30 one-time ones plots, and 3 estates. So technically 57 assets in total. I don't think I'll be getting that much. So will you be using portals to link to other metaverses? Yes, we have 4 portals and we hope to link with other metaverse projects in Cardano and maybe even other blockchains if the technology allows it. Forget that other blockchain stuff now, guys, if you're watching this video. Like, unless these guys are going to unless these guys are going to make the technology that's going to make it able to jump from chain to chain to chain, ignore that, because the technology is not here yet, from my understanding. Right? Yeah, jump from metaverse to metaverse. Obviously, that's possible. That there's no reason why you couldn't jump from, say, like UnboundedEarth to maybe that new metadams. Unless if they use the same engine and all this sorts of stuff. So, I don't think that's something that's going to be totally impossible. But yeah, I'd forget about the jumping chains at the minute, if I'm being honest. And is there a plan for integrating VR for better engagement? Yes. Okay, so they're planning to make a whole VR metaverse as well, which is amazing. But big plans, big promises. We got to wait to see if they're going to deliver on this, guys. Think that this is a metaverse project where it's going to move slow. Things have been moving slow. Can't even lie. Like, I don't check up on this project all the time because I know it's like, I know when it's coming out. The things that are going to make a big difference when we looked at the roadmap, right, are the release of the coin, the release of the map, so you can actually go in and look at your plot of land from a proper 3D perspective, and the release of the game, in my opinion. So until these things start happening, I'm just going to keep practicing on GoPixel, creating these awful looking houses that I create at the minute, and keep trying to get on it. But hopefully, that was good enough for you guys. I hope you liked it. Like and subscribe to the channel. It's Stockboy D. That is a full breakdown, one of the most in-depth breakdowns I've seen from Unbounded Earth. I hope you guys liked it, enjoyed it. Whatever you want me to, if you want me to do another breakdown like this, please let me know. I'm going to do a cornucopias breakdown as well. But yeah, like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.